Today, I will be showing you how to make the Ayla bodysuit. I have designed her to have two collar options, a turtleneck and a mock neck, as well as two bottom options, thong and full back. This is a fairly beginner-friendly pattern and a good first project using stretch fabric. I will also have some bonus alterations at the end of the video. Print and assemble your pattern by using the instructions included or following my video tutorials. Before starting any pattern, I always recommend doing a toile or a mock-up so you can make any alterations you need to the pattern. Refer to your instruction booklet for fabric suggestions and cutting layout. Cut out your fabric pieces, making sure to also mark your notches. I just made one small cut and two small cuts where the notches are marked. But you can use fabric chalk, pins, or whatever you prefer. You should have a total of 7 pieces. A mock neck or turtleneck collar, I chose the turtleneck, 2 mirrored sleeve pieces, 2 front pieces, I'm using a wide rib knit and a bamboo cotton jersey to show contrast, but you can use the same fabric for all your pieces. 2 back pieces, I'm making the thong version, but the full version follows the same instructions. You can also cut out 2 pieces of grosgrain ribbon in the same width as the crotch. And of course, you will need 2 to 3 snaps to fasten the bodysuit. Choose snaps that won't pop apart easily. Let's start with the collar piece. Pin the shorter sides, right side of the fabric facing, and sew, either by using a serger or a 3-stitch zigzag. The seam allowance all throughout this tutorial is 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch. Pin the sleeve sides, right side facing, and sew starting at the top of the sleeve. When folded in half lengthwise, mark the center of the sleeve opening. This will be used to line it up at the shoulders. Pin the 2 front pieces together, right sides facing, and trim any parts that don't quite line up. If using grosgrain ribbon, pin between the crotch layers, making sure to be just a bit higher than the seam allowance. We're going to sew along the bottom, so both the leg openings and the crotch. Repeat for the back pieces. You should now have both a front piece and a back piece that is double layered. We're going to flip the back piece right side out. If you included the ribbon, it should be attached at the sides, but able to flip onto either side of the crotch. Take the back piece and slip it inside the front piece and pin the sides together. If your liner and main fabric are different, match the similar fabrics together. Sew along the sides, starting at the bottom. You should be sewing 4 layers of fabric. At the top, grab the 2 middle layers and flip the bodysuit right side out. You can now see the front and back more clearly. Match up all 4 shoulder layers and pin. If your liner is different, flip the bodysuit inside out and then match up the shoulder layers. Sew the shoulder seams together. Keeping the bodysuit inside out, take the sleeves and flip those right sides out. Slip the appropriate sleeve into each armhole. The single and double notches should line up on each side. Pin the respective notches together, as well as the armpit seams and that top middle marker to the shoulder seam. add more pins. You'll have to stretch out the fabric to accommodate the shoulder ease. Starting at the armpit seams, sew the sleeves to the armholes. Making sure to stretch the fabric at the top to accommodate that shoulder ease. Moving on to the collar. Fold the collar in half so the seam is on the inside. The seam will be the middle back of the collar, so use that to mark the middle front and middle sides. With the bodysuit still inside out, mark the middle front, back, and sides on the neck opening. Slip the collar inside the neck opening and match up the pins you just marked out. Starting from the back, sew the collar to the neck opening. We're almost done. Serge the edges of the sleeve opening. Pull the sleeves out of the bodysuit so everything is fully inside out. Pin the hem of the sleeve bottoms anywhere from 1 to 2 centimeters, which is 3/8 to 3/4 of an inch. You can also try on the bodysuit first and decide the best sleeve length. Using a zigzag stitch, hem the sleeve openings. And finally, we are on to the snap opening. Take the ribbons and flip them so the front one is facing the inside of the bodysuit and the back is facing the outside of the bodysuit. Pin as nicely as you can. Straight stitch the ribbon down on each side. You might need a wedge to help get the first stitch going. Backstitch and clip or tie off your threads. If you haven't already, you can flip your bodysuit right side out. Mark out how many and where you want your snaps to sit along the ribbon. I decided on 3 snaps for as much support as possible. Make sure the snaps will line up on both sides. Hand sew the snaps, making sure the receiving end of the snaps are on the front of the bodysuit. This will make it a little easier to put on, but you can sew the snaps however you want. And now, you're ready to take your very own Ayla bodysuit out into the wild. This will quickly become your new staple piece. It's so easy to style her, especially layered with my other patterns. I have plans to add different necklines and sleeve types to this pattern, so check back periodically for that. In the meantime, I thought I would show you a couple easy ways to alter the Ayla pattern. First up is altering the torso length. This is perfect if you need to accommodate a shorter or longer torso, or if using a 2-way stretch fabric instead of a 4-way. On both the front and back pieces, cut the pattern in half all along the waistline. Shift it apart as long as you need it and tape it to another piece of paper. Blend the waistline into the side seams. To shorten the torso, repeat the same steps, but instead of shifting apart, shift up. Make sure you blend out that original waistline. You can also do similar to the back bottom. If you have a shorter or longer butt, just slash through the middle of the bottom. Shift the pattern up or down and blend out the seams. For a different sleeve length, all you have to do is just shorten the sleeve pattern. If you're wanting it to be sleeveless, you will have to either add elastic to the armhole or a dart. Well, I hope that video was pretty straightforward. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to post them in the comments. And always remember, I love you, stay true to yourself, and always fight that good fight.